How's it going, guys? It's your boy Chinaman Gaming here, and today we're going to be starting the first episode of the Oxford United Career Mode. Yes, the Oxford United Career Mode, where we're going to try to take Oxford United from the very bottom of the League One to the top of the Premier League with the best youth academy players as possible. Yes, you heard me again. Youth academy players. In this series, we are going to try use as many as possible of the youth academy players that I have been given by my scouts. Here, we're choosing Oxford United. If you want to pause and read about them, you can do so. So here we go, boys, jumping into the game now. We are going to do the preseason tournament. So the preseason tournament will give me extra funds and allow me to test players without gaining or losing any points. So here we're going to choose the European International Cup as it offers the most money out of all of them. That is how you do preseason tournaments. Always choose the most money possible. So here we go into the new screen. So this screen does look different. Everything has changed, but if you want to see that, go search it up in a different video. I'm not explaining it. But here, this is the email telling me what I should do in the European International Cup. All I gotta do for me is win and get the money. So here, it's asking us about the transfer window, nothing about it. So this is the new email that you get when you go into career mode. And it's about the expectation that the board has put on you for the season and long term. So this is a new thing. It will be rated from 1 to 5, 1 being critical, 5 being very low, which means absolutely nothing. So here is our objectives overview of getting to the round 32 of the FA Cup, finishing mid-table of the league, and getting a youth player up by 5 points this season. So, in the youth development, obviously, we've got to try get a youth player up by 5 points this season. Next thing is a new thing, brand exposure. We want to try sell out 50% of our games. That is getting 50% of our games with all the crowd there in the stadium. Financial. They want us to finish with a certain amount of money at the end of the year. And not lose money by putting up salary. The domestic success I've already gone over, which is to finish mid-table in the FA Cup and finish mid-table and get to the round of 32 of the FA Cup. And the continental success is nothing because we are not in any continental competitions. Here I am going over the objectives overview again if you didn't see it, but that is all I have to do for short term this season. So here we're going to go over the final emails in our inbox, which is about scout reports and all of that, and what we have to do in the league, all of that stuff. So these scouts I'm probably not going to use because they're going to be bringing expensive players in. Their wage will probably be too high, and they probably won't want to join a League One club, especially people like Daniel Sturridge in here, playing for Liverpool and others. They won't want to come down and all that stuff, and they're probably too expensive, as I said. So just get rid of them all. Getting rid of the last emails here about the scouts introducing himself, and that's all my scouts. Obviously, I'm not going to use them. So here I'm about to go over my squad report. The squad report will tell me every single player that I have in my squad right now. So now we're going to go over the squad report. In the squad report, this is going to tell me all my players I have in my club. I'm not going to try to read them out. You can just pause the video if you really want to see all the players in my squad. So, my plan is all the youth and young players are going to go out alone. I'm going to try to sell. My main team will stay the same for the first season. Then, after I bring in youth academy players, train them up to a decent rating where they can step over my main players, which most of them are pretty old now. Then I will bring in new players and these youth players. Youth players will go right into the squad, and I will try to achieve the missions set by the board of increasing a player by 5 points in the first season. I will try to do that. Next episode I will hire scouts. Obviously, with the limited amount of funds I have in the squad, I will not be signing 5-star scouts. Probably gonna aim for 3-star 3-star or 4-3. Obviously, if you don't know about scouts, judgment and experience. You always want judgment to be higher because even though if they don't have experience, their judgment of a player that could be maybe 80 to 90 over 80 to 90 potential is better than getting a high overall player with maybe 70 to 80 potential. Even though I have such a low minimum score right now, I would be liking to get players with a potential of 90 so that when I get into the Premier League, I'm not struggling and these players will step in. So last bit of business to do in this episode is training. And for training, I will always put promising players in. Here, most of my promising players are midfielders. So, promising players are young players that have the increasing bar next to them. That means that their potential will go up faster than anybody else on this training routine. These players that I'm putting in now are promising, so they will go up faster than every other player that is in my squad. So, 4 of my midfielders are promising, so them 4 will be training. And I'm also gonna put one goalkeeper in because I think that youth goalkeepers, once you train them up, they will be good enough to step in. So here we're putting the last player who's gonna be another youth striker that I have in my squad. Just training them up here. Don't really play the training because I reckon that just simming them is fine. The striker here goes up to a 48 overall, which is good improvement for the first episode. So guys, thank you for watching the first episode of the Oxford United Career Mode. If you have enjoyed it, please drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.